Uh, Make no mistake about it. Everybody gather around. Everybody gather around. You can see me for a reason. I'm not going to be here for a long time. I don't mean on this video. I mean in general. For quite some time, I had this feeling that I would be around just to see the completion of something. Something that had nothing to do with me entirely. But just because I'm nosy, you see I got this big ass fucking nose. Don't know if it's a black nose or a white nose, but it's mine. It's pretty big. My nose is in everything. I smell everything out. Wait, why was I saying that? I forget. Oh yeah, nosy. I'm fucking nosy. Alright? I just have to know how things are gonna turn out. For the life of me. Don't I deserve that? All the fucking times I came up short. I deserve excitement. I deserve that. I was born for a time like this, okay? Alright? I'm like a fucking cicada or something. He's like, every 17 years, the bitch just come out and just... You don't know why. You're gonna see him next year, by the way. Right? Yeah. Next year, cicadas. So if you thought 2020 was... Watch out for them cicadas. They come out, they fuck, they leave a mess all over the goddamn place, and who knows where they go after that, man. Goddamn. But we'll live to see it, and 2020... I don't know how many times I gotta fucking say it. Craziest year of your fucking life. Alright, something to really tell the grandkids, so you better be fucking. Get to fucking, alright? Secure your legacy just so you can tell them about 2020. Okay? What a time to be alive. Seriously. It's so good that it's boring. Look, you can get all the drinks you want. You get all the smokes, prostitutes, video games, food, snacks. Yeah, you can't go to certain places, but oh, so fucking spoiled. And it's boring. I like it so much that I don't. Okay? So, but with that being said, focusing on the positives. I just can't stress it enough. I have to talk about it every time I talk. Some of you guys are really getting a chance to enjoy something that isn't the norm for you. Hopefully you're taking full advantage of it, and if you're not, well, I hope you're not taking advantage of it in the best of ways. So that means just sleeping or extra scrolling, extra smoking, drinking, whatever it is. For a great deal of you, this is what liberty means. A time like this, or how this year will turn out. That's how I see it. That's how I'm calling it. For me, at least. And I don't know how to comfortably talk about just me, but I guess I will, because I am. And I see me, these Trump checks is making me a Trump check millionaire. It's a seed money. You take that shit and you invest it in something else. Luckily, because you don't have a lump sum right now, it gives you time to plan. Alright? You don't want to fuck this up. This might be your last opportunity. Alright? You don't want to wait for another year like this. You might not be alive to see it, okay? You might not be alive to see it. So this year is it's gonna make a success out of a great deal of us. A great deal of us who didn't succumb to fear, and also who didn't kind of contradicting myself a little bit, who didn't see this time as vacation. Okay, so whereas I want you to enjoy yourself, I understand the best way to use your time is to invest it wisely. So I've been hit or miss, but if I were a baseball player, I'd be one of the greats, with my percentage. Okay, go to Google, type in who's the best baseball player, and then type in their batting percentage. Okay, so what can I say? And as they say in the animal documentaries, and as I say, most predators fail most of the time. But hey, you get a win here, you get a win there. It takes care of you, okay? A real estate agent type lifestyle, okay? And some other examples that I cannot possibly think of right now. All right, so who knows, man? 3 wins over the course of 3 months may take care of the whole year, for example. Okay, but here's one of those times where, as I've heard, how is the worst thing to happen to me the best thing to happen to me? Okay, reminds me of total heartbreak. Okay, so, oh boy, don't make me do this, self. But when you gotta break up with somebody and they say, I'm not gonna try with you anymore, you're too much, whatever the fuck off, and your heart is fucking broken, and you just wanna, like, say hurtful things, or you don't want to say anything at all to play it cool, because they might come back. It's just a fucking game. But ultimately, you come to the conclusion that it's over, you stop trying, they forget about you, and what you're left with is a huge void. And it would hurt to think about what this woman, who this woman is going to lay down with next, or she's talking shit about me. Are they having a laugh at my expense? All that shit that you shouldn't be thinking about, but you know, that that shit comes to mind. But you're left with this opportunity to really take yourself to the next level, because you have to have a come up that's so great that it would fight off a heartbreak. I mean, people die from this shit, my friend. People die from fucking heartbreak. You have all types of love withdrawals. God damn, like you don't want me to talk about all the fucking times. I was like, man, you know what? I can't fucking eat. I hate love. Why would they do this to us? Oh boy, will I ever get a sense of fulfillment in that department? I question, man. Would I have been better off just kind of taking on the life of the monk? But because I'm so risky, I take risks, naturally. And what has that gotten me? Some pretty interesting, some cool experiences, but look at me. I'm not fulfilled. I can't say I'm all that fulfilled, And somebody told me straight up, I think you're one of those people who would just never be satisfied. Quite the insatiable nature, you know. I don't know. I definitely haven't seen it all, but it feels like I have. Not looking forward to anything. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing, okay? Not looking forward to anything, okay? And that's okay. Even still, I need to go. If I'm going to go through the motions, I must do it in the most productive way for my own well-being and the people who stand to benefit from my contributions. So, I'm not talking like a waste away. I'm going to do things. Ugh. Ugh. I'm gonna be an adult even though, fuck this. To be honest with you, if my mom was being responsible, I wouldn't be here, by the way. I wouldn't have responsibilities because I wouldn't be alive. Okay? So I need somebody to blame, and so I'll just go blame people. I want to feel a sense of security. Now, naturally, I could make my own security, forge a great deal of steel. But I want a guarantee right now. I want a guarantee from the government. Okay? 2,000 a month for the next, I heard 12 months being the max. But hey, for the rest of the year. Alright, let's do that. Okay? Morale is going to be so much higher. And just give it a little time, and all of the funds will start to circulate. People say, oh, inflation, it'll ruin the dollar. I got something to tell you, my friends. I think the US dollar is already done with. It's just they haven't told us about it yet. Okay? Just handing out money at the end of the world. You get money, y'all getting money. Okay? And with this money, we will exchange it, maybe, for the new currency, which will be backed by gold and silver, is what I'm hearing. And that's where we are. No more Federal Reserve. In fact, it would seem America would be the new Federal Reserve. Giving out credit to 184 countries, something like that. Let me know if you heard it, player. But that's the word on the streets right now. Now, first things first. All right, got to handle a lot of this. Some of the popular things, some of the things that are giving people the most worry. And when people, let's go. So, when people are so fixated on something, when their attention is on one thing, then it leaves another thing to go undetected. It doesn't mean that it's not happening. It just means that it's not put right there in front of you. Okay? Things can happen when you don't see it. Yes. If a tree falls and no one's around, yes, it makes a sound. Okay? It makes a sound. Alright? Ask the squirrel if it heard it. Okay? That's the reason why I moved. Oh, hell yeah. Circle jerk invitation.